Welcome back. Today you're riding shotgun and the sun is not out. The sun is gone. We're back to the usual grey and cloudy. But hey, at least it's not raining. So I've got one thing to be grateful for. And once again, going to work. Going to work, but it's quite a relaxed one. Not too busy at work tonight. Just got to make sure the place is open, the class is running, and everybody's happy. Yeah, that's a nice car. Security? What are they securing? What are you securing, security? I wonder if this area's got like private security then, because these are all the big rich houses. It's interesting. If they have, I never knew that. Anyway, back to today's topic. I wanted to talk about riding a motorbike and getting your license. Well, not so much getting your license, but why should you ride a motorbike? In my opinion. And I'm not going to say just because you can go around traffic, although that is a massive advantage. Me personally, I wanted to ride a bike since I was very, very little. I remember seeing these Harleys drive past me and I'd have like jaw on the floor. I loved it. It was like the noise, they looked like a badass. It just looked like freedom to me, even from a young age. And I knew one day I'm gonna do that. So that's a mission complete. But yeah, why I think everyone else should ride. Well, it is freeing. You feel like a lot less restrictions than in a car. You get the breeze on your knees. You get the wind on your face if you want an open face helmet. I don't like the taste of flies, so I don't opt for that. But I think everyone that rides a bike, well, most people that have a bike license are more aware of what's going on around them on the road. I know when I'm riding around in my car, I swear to God I look in the mirrors more than I'm looking where I'm going. You stay vigilant, you stay eyes open. And I think that's just the habit you pick up from being on a bike. When you're on a bike, yeah, you've got mirrors, but you have to move your head. You gotta look around. Make sure there's not an idiot trying to like undertake you, overtake you. You gotta watch out for bicycles because they'll be everywhere. There's one prime example. See, I think riding a bike helps out with just general safety when you're on the road. The amount of times I've been filtering, I mean I don't do it so much on this yet, I have a little bit, but when I had like my sport bikes I'd be filtering, and the amount of cars that don't indicate, because cars, I mean it's a known fact, don't come with indicators anymore. It's an optional extra, you got to tick that box. Being sarcastic, by the way. You just get dumbasses that don't indicate. You'll be filtering and they'll just come into your lane, cut you off completely, then you're stuck there in between two cars like, yeah, awesome, cheers mate. But after getting my bike license, even if I'm sitting in traffic, I'll still be looking in my mirrors to see if there are any bikes filtering. And that's not like, I don't purposely look out for them, that's just my instincts now from riding a bike. I know more what to look out for. You see people in cars, they go around islands. Oh shit, you're not. I think about 80% of people don't know how to use islands. They be all over the lanes. I know in most countries, well, some countries, they just don't adhere to road rules whatsoever. They just get from point A to point B any way they want. And because in England we are very diverse, that's kind of like what's happening here now. They'll literally cut you up quite happily multiple times on the same island because they're not sure what they're doing. They're just trying to get to their exit. So yeah, you have to keep an eye out for that when you're on a bike. And then because you get used to it on a bike, when you're in your car, you know what to look out for. It's like you've got a sixth sense. You know what they're going to do. You can spot the idiots a mile away. And I think you get more aware of like the road surface, you know. You get to keep an eye out for like gravel more. You get to understand the dangers of riding in the snow or like slick tarmac. You get to know like stopping distances better, because if you mess up on one of these things, well, that'll be very painful and pretty expensive. You're doing it in a car, yeah, it's still expensive, but at least you got seatbelt airbags. Another positive thing, if more people ride, there'd be less traffic on the roads in general. Now granted, I don't want it looking like bloody Vietnam where there's billions of scooters everywhere, because that shit looks like chaos. But I think, I mean, I don't know, it's like younger generations are just not into bikes as much, and I think that's because when you're young you get it shoved down your neck, they're dangerous. Bikes ain't dangerous. Well, they are a little bit, but it's the all the other idiots on the road, they're the dangerous ones. I mean, yeah, you do get, see what I mean, lanes and islands, not a clue. Yeah, you idiots in what's I talking about? I've lost it. God damn it. I get distracted pretty easy. God damn, I want a coffee. What time is it? Ooh, definitely not. That was it. I remember. When you're young, you get told bikes are dangerous. I remember. But yeah, they're not dangerous. Other road users are dangerous. Other idiots. Good advice I got when I was like learning how to pass my car test, I think. My instructor said, just remember, everybody else on the road is an idiot. So and that's the way you have to treat them. And since I got told that, I've actually like listened to that. That's, yeah, I do. I think all of our road users are pretty thick. So you have to like anticipate what these idiots are going to do. I'm going to be late for work. Hopefully someone else is there keeping the place open. I know bikes aren't the most practical thing in the world. It rains, you get wet. You're on a bike like this, you haven't got any storage apart from like a backpack or little saddlebags if you want them. I'm going to go put in a tank bag on this thing. I'm not going to get a box on the back, but I mean, if I had no car and I only had bike as an option, you best believe I'm going to get a bike with all the bags. I'd get a bagger. I wouldn't even think twice about it. I'm just in a lucky position where I can afford both. I still love like what they call a Street King? Street King Special. That's a nice bike. That is a lovely bike, and that comes with bags. I wouldn't think twice about getting one of them if I could afford it. I remember getting my bike test done, and I think it's different now. I'm pretty sure it's different now, but you used to be able to, they used to make you do 2 different days, well 3 different days. You had a CBT, which is to drive anything with a 125cc engine. That was like a day course. That's mandatory. Even now it's still mandatory. And then I remember you had a day where you had to ride a 500. This is for your big bike test. You had to ride a 500 around like a car park, and you get to learn slow manoeuvres and emergency brakes and weaving, dodging obstacles. And then you had to do a day 2 where you were out on the road. And that was a nightmare. That was horrible, because I remember you had to book both of them and then speak to one of these learning places to try and arrange them to drop you off a bike. And you never had to go on the bike before you did it. You just got given a bike on the day and they were like, there you go do your test. So you didn't know like what the clutch felt like, you didn't know how it handled. It was horrible. You felt like you were winging it, and you just had to trust them to give you a bike that worked. And the company that I used, Jesus, I would put money on it they're not still around. But luckily I passed anyway. But now I believe it's all done in one day. Like, well, you have your CBT, your 125, that thing that's mandatory, that 1 day course. You have to do that still, I believe. But that's really, really, really easy. And then your big bike test is all done in 1 day, which is much easier, much easier. But I don't think anybody knows that until you look into it. But if more people knew it, I'm sure more people would get on a bike, because they know it's not that much hassle anymore. Because before it was a lot of hassle, it was horrible. Right, anyway, I've got to get a move on because I am late for work. So, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a comment. I love some feedback. And until next time, peace.